Okay, let's play gold stake black deck Balatro until I win. So the psychic is not that threatening as a boss. In fact, I think it might be one of the easiest anti-1 bosses. The charm tag is surprisingly good early on, I think. In this case, I think I will go for the Hangman and the Hierophant. This is because it doesn't really take all that much to win in the first ante, so just having any bonus at all is enough, and sometimes you get like soul cards or you even get judgment, so the upside of the charm tag is actually pretty high. This one was more mediocre, but still pretty good. Here I think I want to preserve diamonds for potential flush. And that's a diamond flush. Okay. Smiley face. That's a pretty good joker. Splash is also pretty nice. I think I want to risk the buffoon pack. And I get a red card. It's pretty hard to build red card early on with black deck because you don't have much of an economy. But if I sell it, it's only +2, which doesn't put me above an interest threshold. Now, because I have Smiley Face, I want to play as many face cards in a hand as possible. So that would encourage me to go towards something like a full house or a 2-pill. In this case, I'll go for 2-pill with a bonus card. And yeah, that's way enough to win. That's almost enough to beat the anti-2 boss. Riff-Raff is pretty amazing, and none of these... Well, top-up tag would have been really nice as the small blind tag, but real tag is, I think, not good enough, because if it's Perishable or Rental, your run's dead in the water. So I'll take Riff-Raff, and still thinking about selling the red code. Okay. In this case, Swashbuckler and Half-Joker are both really strong. There's no gold cards or seals in my deck, so playing a hand immediately is just fine. And with the bonus card, this should win. Yeah. Reserved parking. That's strong enough that I think I should go for it. And it pairs really well with Half-Joker. So I'll sell the red card for reserve parking, and with Half-Joker and Smiley Face, I don't really need Swashbuckler. So I'll sell another Joker for maximum Riff-Raff value. Blue Joker means that I will probably win in a single hand. I can try to deactivate the Half-Joker by playing 4 cards. And this pair should win. So this I think this pair should win by itself. So there's consideration to selling both the clown and the blue Joko for an extra interest. In case, like, reserve parking only hits once. I think I'll go for it because I only really get punished if I get a temperance. And that's not that likely. And I get a hermit instead, which I'll just use immediately. Pulse is called strong face down or played after each hand. This is not really a concern because again I think it should be pretty easy to win with the Jokos I have. Let's play an 8. I don't have the bonus code, so I am slightly worried about scoring. So I think I will play at least the queen pair here. And like, yeah, that was... barely enough, but I did farm some reserve parking value. This voucher is nice. One hand. I'm looking for Mercury or Venus. Venus walks. And I will keep the photograph because it's a really good scoring Joko. But I don't think I can leverage 8 ball all that well. So I'll sell it and I guess I can buy the voucher now. Mystic Summit. Okay, with Summit I think it's safe to form 2 hands. As well as the bonus code. I think with the bonus code, the pair is still stronger. Okay, in this situation, I have some pretty good Jokos. So I'll actually pick up the red card now. Because I can afford it. And like, yeah, none of these are useful. And... Mercury is a lot more reliable than Venus. But I already have a level in Venus. I think I'll try going for 3 of a kind, but that might be a mistake. And I have a level 6 red card. I mean a plus 6 red card now. Okay, that's a 3 of a kind. And this should definitely be enough to win. Yeah, that should probably beat, I think, the big blind for the next ante as well. Empress on queens. I'm looking mostly to play jacks here. So I think I actually skip here because of the red card. A glass king and a jack, and a gold seal 9. It should be a face card because it's both smiley face and photograph. There's arguments to be made for taking both the king and the jack, but I think I just skip in this case. And I'll take the justice card as safety, because I am versus the needle. And yeah, did not find a 3 of a kind, which one I end up losing. Okay, the psychic is again not threatening as a boss, so but the double tag is not that good. Polychrome tag is worth a consideration, but I think it depends on what I get from the first shop. That's a full house, which is good enough to win, especially with the queens. Onyx Agate is really strong. Gluttonous Joker should guarantee the win from this ante. Juggler is nice, but it's not scoring. Let's try the polychrome tag. That's a straight, and I think it should win, even though it's a low 6 because it's +9 mult. Polychrome Mary Andy as a rental. And I have Juggler to mitigate the downside. I mean, it's pretty bad though. But I also have a trading card. The Gluttonous Joker is enough to get through this ante by itself. I can effectively use the trading card to pay for the Mary Andy. So I think I sell the Juggler, I keep the Gluttonous. I would like to go through the small blind, but I'm looking... I will probably be negative money after this small blind. So I think I have to take the skip tag. And the hand I'm looking for is probably either a flush straight or like a four of a kind. Or even just a flush actually works with the polychrome. Yeah, down to -2. A rental acrobat. And like, yeah, this is the major problem with these tag jokers. They oftentimes are rentals or perishable, which makes it incredibly unaffordable. And then Acrobat is also problematic with Black Deck because you're not going to be earning much money from interest early on because you have your hands, so you need to be earning money from your hands. It is very good for scoring though, with the foil. I mean, I think I'm in a pretty bad position. So if I do this, I'm basically betting on... I'm basically betting that I will find something like an investment tag or... Oh, I'm going for a club flush, but I actually don't have any preferences for clubs anymore. Yeah, that's a mistake on my part. Instead, I should probably be going for like a four of a kind. There are still a lot of kings. I have a 10 though, which is almost as good. So I guess I'll go for 10 four of a kind. Three of a kind. Yeah, that's not good enough. I might have been able to win that blind, but I misplayed it. Okay, the hook is one of the harder anti-1 bosses. But as long as you get a single good scoring joker, it's not that big of an issue. I have 4 hearts, but these hearts are not good enough to win in one hand. So I think I will discard the 3 as well. So 10, 10, 10. So if I need an average of 8, that's missing 4, that's missing 3. So that's 7. And this provides an excess of 6. So it's just barely not enough, I believe. Yeah, just barely not enough. Okay, planet cards are not what I need. To-do list is pretty good, but it's not going to be doing anything for the next blind. I could go into the big blind and try to get a Joker or go for the Mega Arcana pack. I think the Arcana pack is more guaranteed as far as winning is concerned. It's called 2. Here I'll take Hierophant, although the more guaranteed way to win would have been to go for a single suit. Turning 6 cards into a single suit is pretty large. I have a bonus spade, so... A full house with plus 90 should just win in one hand. And yeah, I did. Okay, to-do list is on full house, which is doable. I need a source of malt pretty desperately, so I think I do need to take the, well, Jimbo. I'll keep the pair of 6s. And that's a full house with a bonus card, so I believe I should win. Oh, no it did not. But I did have an extra hand, so it did work out. Okay, now it's on high card, which is pretty easy to do. Immolate. Ah yes, Immolate. And it killed a bunch of non-face cards. Okay. That's really good. I do think I need more scoring. So here... Mercury is the most reliable. The boss is clubs or debuffed. It's not really a concern at all. So I can either go for I can either make a Hierophant, keep the full card, or go for double Mercury. I think I'll go for double Mercury. Playing a high card here is kind of scary, because I'm not sure if... Yeah, I have enough scoring. Yeah, even with 2 levels, it's still only as good as a full house. I can afford to play 1 high card, I think. And then the last one has to be a full house. Two pill. Fortune Teller is pretty good. Hieroglyph. Hieroglyph is really risky because I'm not really getting that much stronger that quickly. Okay, another Mercury. That's really nice. I think I'll try risking the Hieroglyph. Two pair is probably enough by itself with this allotment of Jokos. And I don't think I need to farm green Joko value that much. Okay, so if there's a chance for Temperance and there's a chance for Hermit. Hermit would favor me going for the Arcana pack immediately. Temperance would go for the Buffoon pack than the Arcana pack. ISO 1 is really good for Fortune Teller. I think I'll go for the Buffoon pack and Ice Cream. That's a lot of scoring, but it also means that Green Joker is probably not going to get any value, like, basically ever. Well, I'm not going to get two hands until, I don't know, Ante 5 or Ante 4 or something. How many 7s do I have? So I don't like, in consideration for strength, I don't like 7s. I don't like 4s. But those aren't really ideal cards to use strength on. I definitely want the gold card for more money. Also, with Green Joker disabling my discards, I think it's very unlikely that I get it. Chariot is better long term. Early turn Tower is pretty strong with pails, scoring for pails. But I have an Ice Cream, so I don't think it's going to be a concern. Like, even a high card is probably enough to win. Yeah, even though it's a level 1 high card. Okay, +4 on pail, that's really nice. Sock and Buskin. That's really strong. I mean, I could sell Ice Cream to get an Arcana pack, try to get a Temperance from that, and then use that to buy the Sock and Buskin. It's not very likely. But like, I don't think I technically need the Ice Cream right now. Instead, I got a Hanged Man and... could go for the Hangman or the Devil. I think I go for the Hangman instead. And let's play the pair of 6s, maximizing the number of discards. The other consideration for Ice Cream is that this allows me to play 2 hands here, which earns me an extra 4 money. Well, 3 because I have 1 fewer hands. Supernova would have been nice, but not as a rental. Okay, Mercury, that's great. I don't think I'm desperate enough for mode that I'll buy the levels, so I'll save for interest here. So this could be a spade 9, jack, or 10. I can throw away 1 hand. And yeah, that's enough to win. Clearance sale. Flush. Probably not making a flush with Green Joko. If it's Helmet, I want to go for the Arcana pack first, or even if it's Temperance. I think I'll gamble on that. I have the fewest diamonds, so stall's not quite ideal. I guess I'll go for the stone card. Even though there is like some consideration with to-do list. And yeah, I'll open the Buffoon pack. Rocket and shoot the moon. If I'm concerned about scoring, it should be shoot the moon. But longer term, I think rocket is better. I mean, I have both Fortune Teller and Green Joker. But scoring actually is an issue right now. I think I'll take rocket, but that might be a mistake. Okay, a simple pair was enough. So this pair should definitely be enough for the other half of the scoring. That was 5,000. So the big blind should also not be that big of an issue. Four of a kind is not very likely. Maybe I get a lucky card hit? That's the wrong hit. Temperance? Judgment. But Emperor's Battle. Okay, Temperance. Ah, so one thing I should have done is I should have bought the Clown and then used Temperance. That's because I would have gotten +1 money and then I could immediately sell the Clown. So that's a mistake on my part. Flashcard is too expensive, I think, so I can just reroll. I have one uncommon, but as a perishable, I don't think it's worth it. As a rental, it might have been a consideration. And I'll buy the clearance sale. Although it does put me pretty far from being interest neutral. Okay, that's a pair. But do I think I'm strong enough to winning one pair? I don't think so. Also, let's make sure to use the Arcana code for Fortune Teller value. So this is guaranteed to be an ace, because there are no cards with higher value than aces. But it's going to be a much weaker pair than the other one. Straight flush. Mailing rebate is pretty strong, but I don't think I can afford it. That's a temperance. I'll buy the telescope to guarantee the Mercury hit. And to-do list is really not doing all that much. But it's still providing temperance value, I guess. Okay, that's a really weak pale. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is enough. Don't want to discard though. What would be better would be another bonus queen or maybe the lucky jack. I think I do need to discard. Okay, 2 bonus queens. And that was barely enough. But having to discard twice with Green Joker was kind of rough. 3 of a kind. And Arrowhead. I think I buy Arrowhead and then... because I am pretty desperate for scoring. Judgment or World. Both of them are fairly good. But I want to mostly play face cards. These are not bad cards to turn into spades though. Hmm. $13,000. This is basically only a plus 50. I don't think the world is good enough. Hallucination. Let's hope for a hit. And I did get a hit. Is a mode 10 good enough? I do have a lot of 10s. I think it's not quite mount that I'm looking for so much as chips. Another pair is not good enough. I think I have to go for a spade flush. Yeah. Really terrible for Green Joker. Those are valuable and no hallucination hit. Steel card on the spade. Yeah, I think I need to go for a spade flush against the boss. A pair is not going to do it. Hey, only 3 more rounds with the arrowhead. Leveling up Flush is not really what I want to do. I think I make another chariot and then I level up Mercury, use the full for another Mercury level. I mean, I guess I level up Jupiter. And then I keep the Earth. No pairs here. And I do think I need both of my hands to be scoring. Okay, with a spade queen that should... there. Not quite enough. Okay, the club is not that threatening as a boss. The tags are not good enough. Even for like a skip, they're not quite what you're looking for. A 2 is too low value in order to win in one hand, so I'll discard it even while looking for the spade flush. That's a miss. Yeah. So I wasn't going to win in one hand with that in a show hand to begin with, but I ended up taking 3. That would have been a nice supernova, but there's no world with black that can buy this in the first shot. Abstract Joker is good enough. That looks like a diamond flush. Yep, that's an easy diamond flush. And a +3 is enough to win in one hand though. Bunt Joker. But can't afford it. I could pick the Juggler because it provides +3 and the additional hand size is always nice. But I don't think I need it. And it's perishable. I'll discard the clubs there. That is almost a straight. But I think it's correct to go for the diamond flush. I'll skip the 10. Although, with that scoring, I guess it was incorrect to skip the 10. Okay, Riff-Raff. That's pretty amazing. And I don't think I buy anything else here. Swashbuckler and Raffle Joker. Okay, this spade flush should win. I kinda want to keep the swashbuckle. So I'll pay 1 in interest, since I go to 9 and interest thresholds at every 5. Okay, Temperance is also really nice, as well as the Judgment. I think I'll buy both of them. Jolly Choco and Half Choco pair nice together. And so here I'll sell the Riff-Raff, since I have full allotment of Chocos, and then use the Temperance. And with Blue Choco, this should be enough to win. Yeah. Good enough for the next empty as well, and I'm at the interest maximum. Smile is better than Raff though. But I prefer the 2 money in the short term. I'll open an Arcana pack. Raffle, I don't really care about clubs. So there's some consideration to buying the Celestial pack here, but it goes below an interest threshold. So I think I won't. Here, I think it's just the 3 of a kind with 2 spades. I mean, it's way more than enough. And I'll keep the moon card for now to prevent it from showing up. Okay, Constellation. That's really good. I don't think Raffle Joker will be doing that much. And I guess I'll start leveling up the Constellation. Those weren't the planet cards I wanted to see. I don't need to buy another Celestial pack at this moment, so I think it's more valuable to preserve interest here. A free planet card is nice. And again, I have no economy jokers, so it's pretty important to preserve interest. This carding here has the consequence of making Blue Joker weaker, but I also want to make sure I'm playing Pales with higher cards. And Pales are still stronger than... Pales are still stronger than high cards right now. Okay, Reserve Parking. That's an actual economy Joker. It works really well with half Joker and blue Joker. And then Jolly Joker is probably the weakest here. I think I start with the Arcana pack. And the Hermit. That's a really good hit. I'll take the Reserve Parking. No hits on that. My Joker slots are pretty nice so far. So I'll take the Terra Merchant. And High card is the only playable one here. This card's too when played. High card is actually stronger than 2-pair now. Consumable slot is nice, but not necessary right now. Tower is pretty good at this point in time. So I think I'll go for it, because like it doubles the chips. So it's basically a ×2. And I'll reroll because like yeah, I was likely to hit a planet card, and that's plus 50 chips on half Joker, which is really good. Arcana pack is interesting, but it's more useful to get celestial packs. Yeah, just a high card is enough by itself. Let's take the planet card. I have a big blind coming up. I think I'll buy the Empress and then go to the Spectral pack. I have no preferences for face cards here. So since I'm going for a pale, well, a high card or pale build, it means I favor Black Bolt over Bloodstone. I don't value enhanced face cards, so I think I'll go with Gold Seal on the Ace. In the... well, in like anti 10 or 12, this would be not as good, but I want to just survive here. Okay. Here it's just the High Priestess, so I finally sell the Moon. Because there's no point in using Death on unupgraded cards. If I saw the Gold Seal Mount Ace though, I probably would prefer Death Bill, since that would be economy. Actually, I completely forgot I had reserve parking when taking the gold seal decision. Because I actually have reserve parking, that was incorrect. It would have been better to choose the 10 to add the gold seal to, because then you could use strength to get it to make it become a face card. Yeah, so that was a mistake on my part. I think I can afford the voucher, and let's try for blue seal. No. It's a bit too late for rocket, I think. That was nice. Omen. Overkind's not useful. The boss isn't that threatening, but I do need to get battle scoring. Both Ankh and Ectoplasm are interesting. High core level is still very low though. I think I Ecto Heal. And that's an extra hand size. Well, at least temporarily. Shoot the Moon is pretty good. I guess I take Hierophant. Also, Tower was also a consideration though. That's another Pluto. I don't think I need Shoot the Moon, but that might be a mistake. And that's Blackboard. Okay, let's start with the Spectral Pack. And that's an Immolate. Having a smaller hand size is actually good with blackboard because it decreases the chance you have a bunch of non-spades and clubs. Let's see if we get a blue seal. Purple steel jack is pretty good still though. And that's a face code. I'm not face code, a planet code. So I'll buy it for constellation. Against the sub, and normally you want as big of a hand size as possible. But in this case, I think a smaller hand size is actually better. Ah yeah, with blackboard, that was enough to win. And Planet Merchant goes well with Constellation. So Bites a tag, Empress, and I do have reserve parking, so... Okay, so this is a problem, because I don't know if this is a club or a spade. And if it's not a club or spade, then this will disable blackboard. But I think I do take it because I don't need blackboard in the short term either. So I just need to figure out which color it is, and then I can fix it. Okay. Yeah, it's a diamond. That's unfortunate. I don't think I need blackboard just yet though. So I can utilize it, but I'm going to need to change the suit of that eventually. Hangman is nice. None of these are usable. I guess I'll take 2 pairs since it's the most likely card. And most likely type of hand to play. That's a Pluto. And I guess I go with 3 of a kind. Since there's no situation where I would prefer a... There are very few situations where I would prefer a pair over a high card. Yeah, with that level of scoring, I do think I need blackboard here. So unfortunately I can't utilize the blue seal. The world, okay, that's halfway there too. Making the blue seal more usable. I could use the world here and then use it, still keep a copy. Or I could get Hangman. Hangman is stronger long term, and it's like almost good, as good. That's just a pair because it's only playable hand, and then a random 2 pair. Spade's debuffed. Yeah, I think I'll just hang those 2 cards. And then play the high card. Did not see the blue seal though. Grabo is great. The pillow. I mean, I'm only playing 1 card at a time, so I don't think it's really that big of a deal. The blue seal. I mean, with the Grabo and scoring 30,000, I don't need Black Bolt to win this one, so I can probably get blue seal value here. And back at 15 from my oval spending. That's a 3 of a kind. And nothing else there was interesting. Here, I think I need at least 1 black board hand. And now I can look for the blue seal. Oh, that was good enough by itself. Okay, let's solve the smaller compact and... I was hoping for a Hermit there, but the full for Nuzzle Pluto works. Another ectoplasm. Heh. And I think this is just the devil and get rid of a halt with death. And then I buy the Pluto. I'm not the Pluto, the Neptune. I think I only really need one black board hand for this boss. So I can try farming for a bit. I think this is enough scoring, so I don't need Black Bold Hill. Okay. That is really nice. That's another Pluto. That boss isn't really that big of an issue. Here I only need one black board hand. Bonus Spade Queen is probably just good enough to copy. Hey, that's the Gold Seal Ace. Been a while. And let's leave one hand there for a bit of safety. Acrobat. Acrobat's really strong, especially with this type of play pattern. Because I want to, with Reserve Pocket, I want to play as many hands as possible. And it's nice having the final hand be by far the strongest. But I don't think it's really necessary. But I mean, it is significantly stronger than, say, Swashbuckler. No Blue Seal. And I can take the Velcho, because I have Reserve Pocket for money. With Acrobat and Blackboard, I'm really not concerned about scoring. So let's disable half Shoko. Is scoring enough that I can ignore Blackboard? I mean, let's not risk it. Another death is nice. Oh, and a Blue Seal. Yeah, Blue Seal on a Spade is really nice. I should have bought the Mercury after going to the Arcana. after going to the Celestial pack to make sure Mercury didn't appeal, since I'm looking for Plutos. A bonus jack was good enough. But like, this is one of those weird interactions with the bosses where you're forced to select both of these. I'm not too concerned about scoring against this boss though. Like... I mean, this would almost be enough, or it is enough. Oh, no, it was not even close. Huh. But I mean, the playpath on this boss is easy to walk around with pails. Well, with high card sense, it doesn't really matter what card I get selected. And that's a black deck win. Okay. Paintbrush. It's a mixed bag. On one hand it makes Black Bolt hollow, but... I mean hollow to activate, but it's also just generally good because you can get a lot more value. By having more like gold cards and blue seals. I have a death, so... I can keep the red too because it's one of the cards I really want to get rid of. That stone card is a club. And I have 3 slots. Now with 3 slots and 2 blue seals, I don't need to use the world just yet. I can wait until I finally find that 9 of diamonds. Deja Vu only really interacts with reserve parking. Yeah, well, I mean, it does provide extra scoring, which is nice, but it's not that big of a deal. Because it will only be an extra 40 chips. I think I'll go with the purple seal here. Deja Vu on a gold card is nice, and Magician is also nice, but I don't... The value of Magicianing up blue seal is very minor. So I think I just red seal the gold card and then hang a heart and a 9. A Magician and a Hierophant. I guess I'll take both of those. Discard the Purple Seal. I have no more Purple Seals. I mean, I'm still looking for that 9. I guess I can borrow the Hill. And then Hierophant. Let's just play a random peel. That's the 9. Yeah, I think I do need Black Bolt for scoring here. And I mean, I guess I can make it a 10. Yeah. 1 million with Acrobat. So I do need something to replace Acrobat. A glass card is almost good enough. Well, it's good enough for now, but it won't be next anti. Code Seal 7 is not good enough, I think. Okay, a holographic, that's a nice bonus, but it's not that significant. Okay, finally. That turns it into something usable. And let's get a red seal glass card. Okay, so the tricky part here is I do have a single King of Diamonds. So I want to pay attention to what all Black Bolt activates here. Okay, so I do have the King of Diamonds somewhere. And this is probably the King of Diamonds. And now all of the rest of my face cards, all spades or clubs. And nice, the glass card did not break. So the Acrobat, because I kinda do want another one. Buy both the Arcana packs and then overstock so I get all 3 options available here. What can I get from Wraith? Obelisk is the main one, I think. I would probably be looking for Obelisk. If I transition from high card to pale, then that's a lot of X malt. But almost all the odds are real. Well, I mean, those always brainstorm and blueprint. Face cards debuffed. Yeah, okay, I think I have to go for it. Stuntman. That is not what I was looking for. Is that bad enough that I sell it? It might be. Yeah, not good enough. That Red Joker is not the one I was looking for. But that's still black deck. A black deck win. Okay.